Okay, hello, and this is Rochelle, and I would like to show you another tip or trick that I have stumbled upon thanks to a fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrator named Shelly. So what I like to do now is when I get a new stamp set that also has a coordinating die set that goes with it, I like to combine them to help save space. So an example here is from the new holiday catalog, The Gather Together. As you can see, it's one of the photopolymer stamp sets. And this is the trick or the tip. I like to take this magnetic sheet and attach my dies here so that they can then go in with the matching stamp set. That way I never have to wonder if a certain stamp set also has a die, because sometimes in the past I have been known to forget that there is a matching die. So the cool thing here is this is just a magnetic sheet. I picked this up from Home Depot. I think you could probably get the same thing from Lowe's or even Ace. It's just a package. It comes in a package of 3, and it's magnetic vent covers. And I was able to find out or figure out that in that sheet of 3, you can cut 3 of these per sheet. So you can get a total of 9 for the one package of the vent covers. I don't really remember because I bought other things at the same time, but I think it was between $5 and $7, I think, for the package of 3. So that's an example there. The other example, same thing, Autumn Goodness. This came from the new holiday catalog as well. And it's another photopolymer stamp set. As you can see, this one has more dies with it, but they still are able to fit on here nicely, and they stick nice, really well, which is great. Another thing that I like to do is take the back or the insert for the die and put it in the back of the stamp set so that I'm able to see on the back side what is inside. And then here is one more example. This is from the current catalog, the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set. Here you get 2 extra tips. If anybody else knows how to prevent these from sticking to the lid, I would be very grateful if you would share that. What I've been doing is cutting out a corner and setting it down on the stamp. Either side, sometimes I do this side, it doesn't matter, but it just keeps the stamps from sticking to the lid, because for some reason that drives me out of my ever-loving mind when I open it up and they're stuck to the lid. So that's that. So these are the magnetic sheets, or the same thing, magnetic sheet with the dies attached. This is the second tip I wanted to share with you, and these are just post-it notes where I've stamped the image onto the post-it note. And what I do is use it to mask an area that's already been stamped, so I can then stamp another stamp on top of that. This is an example of a masked card that I made, and excuse me, I just take the post-it note, my mask, and place it over an image that I've already stamped, and I just line it up, and then I use the sticky part of the post-it note to attach it. And this one actually has 2 other images, so I just use my bigger mask for the large flower, and this one's a little trickier to line up, but I just line it up and then again stick it down, and then I grab my third mask and just line that up and tack it down, and then I can grab my leaf stamp, and of course I would attach it to a block, and then when I stamp it, it's going to stamp on top of my 3 masks, and it's going to cause the leaf to look like it was stamped first when it was actually stamped after the fact. So that's just an example of how you can do masking, and I'm still playing with it, so I haven't completely mastered it yet. I've seen some beautiful stamped images. Excuse me, bad allergy day. I've seen some beautiful cards that had masking used in the technique to make them. and then I just keep everything all stored together in one case, so I'm ready to go. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Happy stamping!